There we go. There we go. Sorry, it was a button I just hadn't clicked. Apologies for that. Hope you are all well. Sorry about that. Apologies to, I think Sue Jenkins there said that there was a problem on Facebook, that you got a message saying that there was all the events on Wednesdays are cancelled. They're not. I think what it was I cancelled it on Wednesday, and it hasn't. It hasn't actually. I didn't reinstate it, so I think there's just a problem with Facebook. I don't really understand Facebook. The only reason that I went back on was to do this basically. So I'm not really down with the kids when it comes to Facebook. But how are you? I hope you're well. Looks like quizzing might be reinstated on a Sunday in your local pub. I think they're opening up on Saturday. I think the government's warning there's going to be a mass. Everyone's going to rush straight out for that, aren't they? But we will see. So apologies for that. There was just one button I hadn't clicked on here, just the master button. So just technical gremlins, I'm afraid. But how are you all getting on? Hope you are doing well. I've got just say hello to Auntie Shanazi again. I hope I pronounced that right. Hopefully she's in the quiz. First time there, so welcome. I think she was trying to get in last week, but wasn't able to. So welcome. Hope you enjoy it. So let me know whereabouts you are in the country. I'll get as many of you up on the screen as I can. Yeah, I'll definitely be here Sunday and Wednesdays. It just depends on work at the moment. So Sundays are usually fine, but I might be working Wednesdays, but I will let you know. I'll put a message up. So 60 questions again this week, same as before. Welcome if it's your first time. This week I've got for you trivia. That's a little bit of a mix of everything. Sports and entertainment. So that's music, sports, everything just sort of all rolled into one. Food and drink. And as always, everybody's favourite is a blockbusters round. Brilliant. So it looks like Bev won the Who Got Here Earliest competition this week. Well done to you, Bev, as always. And you got Frank in the chat as well. Dave Robinson, Wombles of Wokingham, checking in. Hi, guys. Carol Shook, hi from Redditch. Bev, have we got chocolate tonight? No, I keep forgetting, sorry. I have actually put a Star Wars question in again, but it's a multiple choice one, so it's not going to be a whether you know it or not. You can, it's a 1 in 4, whether you do or you don't. So yeah, Annette's in there. Hi Annette, how are you? Lisa says, yeah, good. Yeah, sorry about the sound. It should transfer it over when I fade it in, but I just had the master button disconnected there. Lynn Sedgley, Lynn and Chris from Wensleydale, glad to have you back on a Wednesday. William C. Olaf from Glasgow, hello mate, how are you? Bev says chocolate versus Star Wars. I'm afraid chocolate always wins. Are you a big chocolate fan, Bev? I am. I'm not a huge eater of chocolate, but I don't mind it. Caroline's feeling hungry in Somerset. I haven't eaten yet either, Caroline. So if you were closer, we could have dinner together. Annette Gibbons, not Star Wars. She says not Star Wars. Don't worry, it's a 1 in 4. So it's not whether you know it or you not know it. And I haven't actually seen Frank yet. So. Well, we'll see. Alice Wheeler, hi Alice, how are you? Good to see you every week. But playing with your mum this week in Harrogate. Hello mum, hello mum Wheeler, if that's his name. Robin Hirschfield, hello from Robin and Emma in Eastbourne. Hi guys. Cindy, hi from Ilkeston in Derbyshire. Hi guys. Tina Louise, hello from Tina and John in Weston-super-Mare. Danny O'Shea, hi Danny, how are you mate? Hope you are well. Lisa Finnis says she wants some cake. Yeah, again, I'm not a huge cake eater. Not a big fan. Bev Page, I don't eat it anymore, but I know a lot about it. Did you go vegan, Bev, or something like that? I know that would be one of the things I would miss, although apparently vegan chocolate's really good. Vegan cheese is actually really good as well. Hi Cherie, it's hi from a wet and dreary Medway. Hi Cherie, great to see you every week. I hope you are doing well. Yeah, I wasn't able to get out today because it was raining, and I went out with Paul, my riding buddy, on, was it Monday or Tuesday? Tuesday. I lose track of the days at the moment. And it tipped it down. It was pretty miserable. It was like bloody winter again, wasn't it? So yeah, I'm not going out in the rain again, and it messes the bike up really bad. Hi Lena Tag here from Leeds. Fantastic. Good to see you guys. Right, so it's 10 past. I'll try and we'll start fairly soon. There he is. There's Paul. He says, hi, Lynn and myself, eager for another quiz, still drying out. Yeah, Paul, I had to put all my washing straight into the washer after that ride, and my car now looks like a disaster zone because I didn't bring a change of clothes. I didn't really plan on it. Bev says, like my meat too much to be a veggie. Yeah, I know. We were saying, like, we were chatting about this with my friend who's vegan. I think in 10 years' time, when eating meat will be akin to wearing fur, won't it? Because it's all going to, like, fake meat's going to get so much better. Con Elsie, hi Con. Hello from Wales. Joan Taylor, hi from Joan in County Durham. I'll do the accent, but I'm going to absolutely destroy it. I had a little look in Paul's Tesla Model 3. I don't know if you've ever had a look in it. Absolutely incredible. It makes like all other cars look like dummies. Really, really cool piece of kit, that. And not a rip-off considering new car prices, but certainly not something I'm going to be able to afford for a while. Right, let's get into it. It's, what is it, 9 minutes past, 10 minutes past. My kitchen clock's a little bit fast, but I've got a correct clock here. At 10 past, we will start. If you're doing anybody, sorry, that would like to get involved, please do share this. And if you're on Facebook, give us a like. It really helps me to know what you enjoy and what you don't enjoy. Jane, hi John from Sale. Hi guys, how are you? Are you rugby league fans? My brother's up there very, very frequently. Oh yeah, just a quick one. As always, massive thanks to my brother. Yeah, I was right first time. Massive thanks to my brother for all the kit and everything. I know I say it every week, but it really is appreciated. Wouldn't be able to do it without him. ce8limited.co.uk. He's got some stuff coming in now, so that is all looking really good. Kevin Hughes, sorry, David Fag from Chris and Dave in Ramsgate. Hi guys, I think you get fish and chips there. Kay Hughes, haven't got a first name, sorry, been back to school, maybe asleep soon. Okay. Could you, sorry, Why Bake, could you shout out to Wendy who's celebrating her birthday today? Hi Wendy, happy birthday. Hope you're having a great day, or had a great day out there. Dave Problems said, if God wanted us to be veggie, he would have made cows out of broccoli. I think the problem with going vegan, and a lot of people don't plan this, is you've really got to plan it in order to get your vitamins in, because some people, you've got to get that balance right. So for a lot of people, busy lives, it's really tricky, but yeah, certainly it's good for the environment and everything. All for it. Good. Right, it's 10 past, well 11 past, we've gone a few moments past there. Camry says, clearly some Morecambe will be doing another music round. There's some music questions in there in the sports and entertainment, so don't worry. But music's it's really quite hard to write, because there's only so many questions you can ask without it getting too tricky or too closed in on a certain era. So I'm aware that we've got people for all age ranges. So, but yes is the answer. I will be doing another music round, and Bev, I will be doing a chocolate round for you. Cool. Right, hi Cara, Maris Betts, hi from Bill, Stella and Cara in Essex. Hi guys, you're not far away from my mate Paul. Right, let's do round number 1, so that is trivia, basically general knowledge, and here we go. So, question number 1, pens and papers at the ready. Toad of Toad Hall was a dramatisation based on which book? That one's for you, Caroline, Another Animal. I'm told that is required reading at vet school. Question number 1, Toad of Toad Hall was a dramatisation based on which book? Question number 2, what country was invaded by Iraq on the 2nd of August 1990? I remember this when I was at school. I was at a Royal Air Force school. So a lot of the kids there, their dads were sent into this, so they're all quite worried, or a few of them are on TV, in fact. Question number 2, what country was invaded by Iraq on the 2nd of August 1990? Pretty short war, wasn't it? Question number 3, on which river does New Orleans stand? Question number 3, on which river does New Orleans stand? Question number 4, in which city is Marco Polo Airport? Probably work that out if you don't know. Speaking of aviation, a lot of my friends at EasyJet, they've just announced they're closing 3 bases, so Stansted, Southend and Newcastle, so looking like redundancy, unfortunately. Question number 4, in which city is Marco Polo Airport? One thing I'm looking forward to is getting a haircut. Question number 5, what do you use to tell a horse's age, or how can you tell their age? Question number 5, what do you use to tell a horse's age? Question number 6, what car manufacturer purchased Land Rover in the late 1990s? Question number 6, what car manufacturer purchased Land Rover in the late 1990s? I don't know if any of you have seen the new Defender, but it doesn't look like I'm not a fan of it. I'm sure it'll grow on me, but I can't see that going up and down fields in Wales without somebody worrying about getting it all mucky. Question number 7, what was the name given to the coding machine used by the Germans in World War II? Quite a famous film about it. Question number 7, what was the name given to the coding machine used by the Germans in World War II? Question number 8, what name is given to a female swan? Question number 8, what name is given to a female swan? Question number 9, advertising. This is an advertising slogan. What brand advertises their product as soft, strong and very long? So which brand has this advertising slogan? Soft, strong and very long. Question number 10. Devout Muslims pray to Mecca, but in which country is Mecca? I believe that, I don't know, is it 4 or 5 times a day you have to pray if you're devout? Question number 10. Devout Muslims pray to Mecca, but in which country is Mecca? Question number 11. In computing, what do the initials www stand for? Question number 11. In computing, what do the initials www stand for? Bev, page 1 there said you should get the answer to question 8. Yeah, I hope you do. Well, they seem to get the questions right for everything, so I don't think it's going to be an isolated incident. Question number 12. What theory did Charles Darwin propose? Question number 12. What theory did Charles Darwin propose? Question number 13. Napoleon was defeated at the Battle of Waterloo. In which country is Waterloo? When I was younger, I used to think it was near where the train station is. Question number 13. Napoleon was defeated at the Battle of Waterloo. In which country is Waterloo? Question number 14. Imprisoned since 1962, who walked free from captivity in February 1990? Very straightforward one, that. I took on the feedback, it was probably a bit tricky last week, so tried to keep it fairly level pegging for this one. Question 14. In prison since 1962, who walked free from captivity in February 1990? Question 15. What type of fish are the sea wasp and the cubozoa? Cubozoa, I think I've probably destroyed that. Cubozoa, you can read it. Question 15. What type of fish are the sea wasp and the cubozoa? Cool, so to recap, question number 1, Toad of Toad Hall was a dramatisation based on which book? Excuse me, question 2, what country invaded by Iraq on the 2nd of August 1990? Question 3, on which river does the New Orleans stand? Question 4, in which city is Marco Polo Airport? Question 5, what do you use to tell a horse's age? Question 6, what car manufacturer purchased Land Rover in the late 1990s? Question 7, what is the name given to the coding machine used by the Germans in World War II? Question 8, what name is given to a female swan? Question 9, advertising slogans. Soft, strong and very long. What brand is that advertising? Question 10, devout Muslims pray to Mecca. In which country is Mecca? Question 11, in computing, what do the initials www stand for? Question 12, what theory did Charles Darwin propose? Question 13, Napoleon was defeated at the Battle of Waterloo. In which country is Waterloo? Question 14, in prison since 1962, who walked free from captivity in February 1990? And finally, question 15, what type of fish are the sea wasp and the cubozoa? Brilliant. Right, so moving without too much delay on to round number 2. So this is sports and entertainment. It's a little bit of everything. Got a couple of film things, a couple of music things, and a little bit of sports. There's a little bit of everything thrown into there. Right, so pens and papers at the ready. One sec. Here we go. In which movie did Haley Joel Osment say, "I see dead people"? I don't know if you've seen him since. He's put on a few pounds. Question number 1. In which movie did Haley Joel Osment say, "I see dead people"? Question number 2. Who was Oliver Hardy's comedy partner? Question number 2. Who is Oliver Hardy's comedy partner? So I'm looking for both his name. So first name and surname. Question number 3. Who sang the song "Sweet Child of Mine" in the 1990s? What was the name of the band? Question number 3. Who sang the song "Sweet Child of Mine" in the 1990s? Caroline's a DJ, you should get that one. Question number 4. What are the minimum number of points that have to be won in a game of tennis for the score to reach deuce? I've never understood the scoring system in tennis. I'm sure it dates back to real tennis. Question 4. What are the minimum number of points that have to be won in a game of tennis for the score to reach deuce? Question number 5. How many digits does a Simpsons character have per hand? Question number 5. How many digits does a Simpsons character have per hand? Question number 6. Outside which building was John Lennon shot? Question number 6. Outside which building was John Lennon shot? Question number 7. Which Aerosmith song was remade by RUN D.M.C? Question number 7. Which Aerosmith song was remade by RUN D.M.C? Question number 8. Which animals do you associate with the Chicago's American football team? A famous team this. Question number 8. Which animals do you associate with Chicago's American football team? Question number 9. Which darts world champion is nicknamed the Viking? Question number 9. Which darts world champion is nicknamed the Viking? Question number 10. Movie one-liners. When we wanted a jacuzzi, we had to fart in the hot tub. Brilliant film, this. Question number 10. This movie one-liner. When we wanted a jacuzzi, we had to fart in the hot tub. I'm not surprised if this film doesn't get pulled in the current climate by streaming services, sadly. Question number 11. Star Wars. Han Solo claimed the Millennium Falcon had made the Kessel Run in less than how many parsecs? Is it 10, 12, 14 or 16? Quite a famous line in the film. Question 11. Han Solo claimed that the Millennium Falcon had made this Kessel Run in less than how many parsecs? So sorry if you don't like Star Wars, but there's a 1 in 4 there for you. Question number 12. Which group took their version of Help to the number 3 in the UK in 1989? Question number 12. Which group took their version of Help to the number 3 in the UK in 1989? Question number 13. Name the gaff-prone racing commentator who starred in a Pizza Hut ad alongside Damon Hill. It's quite famous for getting it wrong quite often. It's corrected. Question number 13. Name the gaff-prone racing commentator who starred in a Pizza Hut ad alongside Damon Hill. Question number 14. Who is the first bowler to take 350 test wickets for England? Now, you probably have a guess at this even if you don't know. Question number 14. Who is the first bowler to take 350 test wickets for England? Question number 15. In which hospital does BBC's Casualty take place? Filmed in the West Country in Bristol, I believe, not too far from Caroline. Question number 15. In which hospital does BBC's Casualty take place? I haven't watched this in years, actually. I used to watch it with my mum. Good. So, question 1. In which movie did Haley Joel Osment say, "I see dead people"? Question 2. Who was Oliver Hardy's comedy partner? Question 3. Who sang the song "Sweet Child of Mine" in the 90s? Question 4. What are the minimum numbers of points that have to be won in a game of tennis for the score to reach deuce? Question 5. How many digits does a Simpsons character have on their hand? Question 6. Outside which building was John Lennon shot? Question 7. Which Aerosmith song was remade by RUN D.M.C? Question 8. Which animals do you associate with Chicago's American football team? Question 9. Which darts world champion is nicknamed the Viking? Question 10. Movie one-liners. When we wanted a jacuzzi, we had to fart in the hot tub. Question 11. Star Wars. Han Solo claimed the Millennium Falcon had made the Kessel Run in less than how many parsecs? Was it 10, 12, 14 or 16? Question 12. Which group took their version of Help to number 3 in the UK in 1989? Question 13. Name the gaff-prone racing commentator who starred in a Pizza Hut advert alongside Damon Hill. Question 14. Who was the first bowler to take 350 test wickets for England? And finally, question 15. In which hospital does BBC's Casualty take place? Good, right, so I'll just let you finalise your answers. Then, as always, I'll give you the answers to round 1 and 2. We'll have a short break, let you recharge your glasses, go and use the loo, whatever you need to do. And then we'll move on to round 3 and 4. Right, so are you ready with your answers for round number 1? Auntie Shanazi, hope you're enjoying this. If you are watching, let me know, let AZ know what you think. Right, here's the answers to round number 1. Toad of Toad Hall was a dramatisation based upon which book? I know Caroline's definitely going to get this. She's a huge fan. It is Wind in the Willows. Question number 2. What country was invaded by Iraq on the 2nd of August 1990? That was Kuwait. Question 3. On which river does New Orleans stand? It's the Mississippi River. Burst its banks and flooded the whole place, didn't it? Question 4. In which city is Marco Polo Airport? It's in Venice. Hopefully, I think flights are starting up again now, aren't they? So I know Paul's trying to go on holiday on Saturday, but it's all still a little bit up in the air. Question 5. What do you use to tell a horse's age? Well, you check its teeth, the number of teeth it's got. That indicates how old the horse is. Question 6. What car manufacturer purchased Land Rover in the late 1990s? That was BMW. Sort of changed the whole design language of the company. Question 7. What was the name given to the coding machine used by the Germans in World War II? It was the Enigma machine. They actually captured one and were able to reverse engineer it. It's a good film about that with Benedict Cumberbatch, I think. Question 8. What name is given to a female swan? I hope you got that, Bev Page Swan. It's a pen. Question 9. Advertising slogan: soft, strong and very long. That's Andrex. Thankfully, we haven't got a toilet paper issue anymore, but that was pretty crazy at the start of this, wasn't it? I think the same people that panic bought toilet paper wear face masks in the car with the two of them. Question 10. Devout Muslims pray to Mecca. In which country is Mecca? That's Saudi Arabia. Question 11. In computing, what do the initials www stand for? That's the World Wide Web. Question 12. What theory did Charles Darwin propose? That's the theory of evolution. Question 13. Napoleon was defeated at the Battle of Waterloo. In which country is Waterloo? That is in Belgium. That was news to me, actually. Question 14. In prison since 1962, who walked free from captivity in 1990? I'm sure you got that one. It's very, very famous. Nelson Mandela. And question 15. In which type of fish are the sea wasp and the cubozoa? Gave you a little bit of a hint with the fish bit there. They are jellyfish. I've never been stung by one, but I'm told it's excruciating. And everybody knows you're supposed to pee on it, don't they? They've actually got urea on the beach in Australia, apparently, for that. Right, on to sports and entertainment then. In which movie did Haley Joel Osment say that I see dead people? It was, of course, The Sixth Sense. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but it's a really good film if you haven't seen it. Question 2. Who's Oliver Hardy's comedy partner? So probably a lot of you would just put Laurel, so you only get half point there. It's Stan Laurel. Question 3. Who sang the song Sweet Child of Mine in the 1990s? I'm sure most of you got this as well. It's Guns N' Roses. Question 4. What are the minimum number of points that have to be won in a game of tennis for the score to reach deuce? That's 6. like I said, I've never understood the scoring system. Maybe I'll go and look that up. Question number 5. How many digits does a Simpsons character have per hand? It's just 4, because apparently drawing 5 hands, they couldn't ever get it to look right on a cartoon. So some cartoons you only ever see 3, because it's really difficult to animate, etc. Question 6. Outside which building was John Lennon shot? It was the Dakota building. Question 7. Which Aerosmith song was remade by RUN D.M.C? It was Walk This Way. Question 8. Which animal do you associate with the Chicago American football team? That is the Bears, the Chicago Bears. Question 9. Which darts world champion is nicknamed the Viking? That is Andy Fordham. It's probably quite a tricky one, but I know there's probably some darts fans out there. I don't know if you've seen him, but he lost loads of weight, like a crazy amount of weight. Question 10. Movie one-liners. When we wanted to jacuzzi, we had to fart in the hot tub. That was Trading Places with Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd. Really, really good film. Thoroughly enjoyed that one when I was younger, and even now, to be honest. So apologies, I know most of you hate Star Wars, but Han Solo claimed the Millennium Falcon had the Kessel Run in less than how many parsecs? It was 12, so answer number B, less than 12 parsecs. Question 12, which group took their version of Help to number 3 in the UK in 1989? That was Bananarama. Question 13, what's the name of the gaff-prone racing commentator who starred in a Pizza Hut ad alongside Damon Hill? That was Murray Walker. I used to really like him, actually, but a friend of mine's dad, who was a massive racing fan, used to mute the TV because he couldn't stand him. Question 14, who was the first bowler to take 350 test wickets for England? That was Ian Botham. Probably could have had a guess at that, like I said. And question number 15, in which hospital does BBC's Casualty take place? It is Holby City, and they've also called, there's a series called Holby City, isn't there, which concentrates more on cardiothoracics, etc., etc. Right, let me know in the chat how you got on with that. Bev Page Swan said she really enjoyed question number 10. I think that was all about farting in the hot tub. Really quite a funny one, that one, and I hope you got the Page Swan one there for you. I didn't even think about that, but let me know how it is, and let me know how the difficulty level is. I know it's probably a tad easier this week, but I know there's some people only getting sort of half marks last time. It can be a little bit disheartening. So yeah, I'm expecting some slightly better scores this week, but we will see. So Chris M, hello mate, you're from Wandsworth, just around the corner, I think I remember. So 27 so far, that's very decent. So I think it's all going to be quite tight at the top. And I know we've got Frank and Bev battling out every week. Craig Keller, much better than Saturday, 20 out of 30 so far. Well done, guys. Bev Page Swan said 29 out of 30. Put Jaguar, not BMW, for round 1, question 6. Yeah, they bought Jaguar as well, didn't they? BMW. Wombles of Woki, we've got 28 out of 30. Hi, guys. Yeah, not a friend of mine lives not too far from Woking, so I've been over that way a fair bit. What else we got? Shelley Thorne has got 26. Well done, guys. William C, hi Will, 22, one up from last time. Y Bake, sorry, I haven't got a name there. 26, woohoo. Annette, hi Annette, 24 out of 30. Lisa's got 16.5. Paul, 24 out of 30. Can't believe we've got the Land Rover one wrong. I know it's a tricky one, isn't it? Cherie, hi Cherie, 22. Frank has got 29, so it's neck and neck for the sort of quiz champions. Sue Jenkins has got 24. Con, hi Con, you got 18. Angela Laker says, good effort, team, keep it going. Annette Gibbons, hi Annette, 26 out of 30. Frederick Davis got 23. Andy TFC's got 20, only 6 in the second round. Kerry stayed awake, back from school. What else we got? Jackie Kelly, hi Jackie, 21 out of 30, not bad as I'm playing on my own. I know it's really hard playing on your own. Like I say, when I did our family quiz, I did terribly just because you haven't got anybody to bounce answers off. Cindy Fearson, 22 out of 30. Jane Gordon said, what was question 5 on the second part, please? So question 5, how many digits on Simpson's hand? It's 4. Jane Gordon, sorry, Team Clueless has got 1530, about average, it seems so. Lisa Finnis has got 4. Is that 4 total? Oh, sorry, yeah, no, they're giving the answer. Guns N' Roses was 80s, not 90s. Sorry, I hope you got the right answer though. Tina Louise has got 30, brilliant. So got a good mix there. I think I've got the difficulty level a little bit, has got it correctly. Caroline Show's got OD at 19, I don't think that's too bad. Louisa Taylor says 19 out of 30, not bad for a thicko. I don't think I'd get 19 if I'm being honest, but well done anyway. I hope you're enjoying it. anyway. But I think most people are going back to work next week. I'm not sure, but I know everything's opening up. So it'd be interesting to see what happens with everything. Certainly, a lot of my friends are quite concerned about their job at the moment. Andrew Noden, 29 out of 30. So Barbara, Phil, and Andrew Noden working as a team there. So great. Hope wherever you are in the country, you're having a good day. Right, without much further ado, let's move on to round number 3. So round number 3 is food and drink, and then it's blockbusters round, which seems to be everyone's favourite round. It's quite a straightforward one to write for, but should if you're struggling a little bit at the moment with the scores, this should bolster up, and hopefully you should get a half decent score. Right, here we go. So round number 3, food and drink, pens and papers at the ready. Here we go. Question number 1: what do you get when you add fresh fruit, to red wine? Question number 1: what do you get when you add fresh fruit to red wine? Sure, a few of you be having that in the summer. Question 2: how would you serve gazpacho soup? Don't say in a bowl. Question number 2: how would you serve gazpacho soup? Never been a fan of it, really. I've tried it, but yeah. Maybe just haven't had a very good one. Question number 3: Granny Smith, James Grieve and Egremont, Egremont Russet, I hope I've said that right, but again, read it, are all types of which fruit? Question number 3: Granny Smith, James Grieve and Egremont Russet, or Russet, are all types of which fruit? Question number 4: what does OG stand for in the brewing industry? Not original gangster. Question number 4: what does OG stand for in the brewing industry? I put brewing. Change that, brewing. Not sure if there's any avid home brewers watching. I tried it once and made a right hash of it. Question number 5: how many pieces of bun are in a McDonald's Big Mac? I'm not a Big Mac fan, I'm more of a quarter pounder with cheese. But how many pieces of bun are in a McDonald's Big Mac? I don't know if you've been past a McDonald's in your area, but the queues around the corner are ridiculous. They're taking social distancing really seriously, which is good. How many pieces of bun are in a McDonald's Big Mac? Question number 6: in regard to food, what does the initials GM actually stand for? So question number 6: in regard to food, what do the initials GM actually stand for? Question number 7: which sweet treat is often found at the ambassadors' parties? There you go, Bev, there's one for you. Question number 7: which sweet treat is often found at ambassadors' parties? I do actually like these, I'm a big fan. I always eat the whole lot. Question number 8: which dessert was created in honour of a famous ballet dancer? Again, have a think about that logically if you don't know. You could work that back or reverse engineer that question. Which dessert was created in honour of a famous ballet dancer? Bev's very happy about that chocolate question. I couldn't remember I put that in actually. I'll get a chocolate one every week for you now. Question 8. Which dessert was created in honour of a famous ballet dancer? Question 9. Which two popular fruits are anagrams of each other? So write that down if you can't think about it, and sort of come back to it over when you're in between questions. Which two popular fruits are anagrams of each other? Question 10. Which country produces the wine Vinho Verdi? Not sure if my neighbour Gavin's watching. Hi Gavin, if you are. I'm sure you've enjoyed a bottle or two of this. Question 10. Which country produces the wine Vinho Verdi? Verdi? I don't know if I'm saying that right. Question number 11. What E is a hard cheese honeycombed with holes? Question number 11. What E is a hard cheese honeycombed with holes? Question number 12. What is the name of the two-coloured oblong cake covered in almond paste? I hate this stuff. But it seems to be a lot of people's favourite. Question 12. What is the name of two-coloured oblong cake covered in almond paste? It's the almond paste I can't really eat. Question number 13. What food do you use to up more calories eating than you gain through consumption? Apparently it's a myth, but it's what everybody knows it as. Question 13. What food do you use up more calories eating than you gain through consumption? Question 14. In which country would you find the following city of Tabasco? I'm a huge fan of Tabasco. I have it on almost everything. In which country would you find the following city, Tabasco? So where is it? Where is it named? Where is its name taken from? And finally, question number 15. What is a Bombay duck? Question number 15. What is a Bombay duck? Cool. So question number 1 was, what do you get when you add fresh fruit to red wine? Question number 2, what would you serve? How would you serve a gazpacho soup? Question 3, Granny Smith, James, Grieve and Egremont, Russet, whatever it is, are all types of which fruit? Question 4, what does OG stand for in the brewing industry? Question 5, how many pieces of bun are in a McDonald's Big Mac? Question 6, in regard to food, what do the initials GM actually stand for? Question 7, which sweet treat is often found at the ambassadors' parties? There you go, Bev. Question 8, which dessert was created in honour of a famous ballet dancer? Question 9, which two popular fruits are anagrams of each other? Question 10, which country produces the wine Vinho Verdi? Question 11, what E is a hard cheese honeycombed with holes? Question 12, what is the name of the two-coloured oblong cake covered in almond paste? Question 13, what food do you use up more calories eating than you gain through consumption? Question 14, in which country would you find the following city of Tabasco? And finally, question number 15, what is Bombay duck? Right, moving on to the blockbuster round now, and after that I'll give you the answers and we'll be done for another week. Right, so pens and papers at the ready. Here we go. Well, H is a very small village. I don't know if many of you live in one of these. I don't know what actually constitutes a very small village. I'm sure there's a number. What H is a very small village. Question number 2. What O was the first English drama with a black hero? Question number 2. What O was the first English drama with a black hero? Question number 3. Which J is an illuminated, decorated, coin-operated machine that plays music? Question number 3. Which J is an illuminated, decorated, coin-operated machine that plays music? Question number 4. What T is a plant with bright coloured bell-shaped flowers? Question number 4. What T is a plant with bright coloured bell-shaped flowers? Question number 5. What E is when day and night are equal? Question number 5. What E is when day and night are equal? Question number 6. What P means last but one? Question number 6. What P means last but one? Question number 7. What E is the American term for a lift? Question number 7. What E is the American term for a lift? Always makes me laugh because sometimes you get in a lift and it's Schindler's lifts. I don't know whether they meant that. Question 8. What O is the name of the charity set up in 1942 to relieve famine and poverty? Question number 8. What O is the name of the charity set up in 1942 to relieve famine and poverty? Question number 9. What DL is thought of as the heart of London's theatreland? Don't know if you're all big theatre goers, I'll take it or leave it. What DL is thought of as the heart of London's theatreland? That used to be my go-to date when I was dating. Because girls love the theatre, but I couldn't wait. As soon as a curtain came up, I couldn't wait for it to come down again. Question number 10. What U is the easternmost lake in the Lake District? quite a tricky one, but I'm sure some of you are up that way or are avid walkers. You'll know this. Hikers. Question 10. What U is the easternmost lake in the Lake District? Question 11. What FC was the first communist leader of Cuba? Question number 11. What FC was the first communist leader of Cuba? Question number 12. What J is the name that connects Dimbleby, Creek and Ross? Question number 12. What J is the name that connects Dimbleby, Creek and Ross? Question number 13. Which Italian city gave its name to a cheese and a type of ham? This is not a blockbuster question. I don't know how this has slipped in here, so sorry. I think it's cutting and pasting. Apologies for that. Which Italian city gave its name to a cheese and a type of ham? It was flitting between the two. But it doesn't matter. It's a question, isn't it? Question number 14. What MM was the TV presenter who made the catchphrase, "I've started, so I'll finish," famous? Question 14. What MM was the TV presenter who made the catchphrase, "I've started, so I'll finish"? Question number 15. What K is an irresistible tendency to steal? A lot of celebrities have this, apparently. Question 15. What K is an irresistible tendency to steal? Something to do with the fact they can have anything they want, so they get a rush from stealing it. Good, so question number 1 was what H is a very small village? Question 2, what O was the first English drama with a black hero? Question 3, which J is an illuminated, decorated, coin-operated machine that plays music? Well, they're not always illuminated, are they? They were more famously known as that. What T is a plant with bright-coloured bell-shaped flowers? Question 5, what E is when day and night are equal? Question 6, what P means last but one? Question 7, what E is the American term for a lift? Question 8, what O is the name of a charity set up in 1942 to relieve famine and poverty? Question 9, what DL is thought as the heart of London's Theatreland? Question 10, what U is the easternmost lake in the Lake District? Question 11, what FC was the first communist leader of Cuba? Question 12, what J is the name that connects Dimbleby, Creek and Ross? Question 13, which Italian city gave its name to a cheese and a type of ham? That should have been in food and drink. Question 14, what MM was a TV presenter who made the catchphrase, "I've started, so I'll finish," famous? And question 15, what K is an irresistible tendency to steal? Right, I hope that wasn't too tricky or you're fairly confident about your answers. So let's go back to food and drink and blockbusters. I'll give you the answers and then we'll be done for another week. Right, so question number 1. What do you get when you add fresh fruit to red wine? Is sangria, famous sort of Spanish dish, that, isn't it? I remember when I was flying, we used to get off at Malaga and they had the little car used to come around. We always used to get sangria, not for flying on the way home, but just to take back. It's like a carton. Question 2, how would you serve gazpacho soup? That was cold. Question 3, Granny Smith, James, Grieve, Egremont, Russet, all types of which fruit? It's an apple. It's fairly straightforward. You probably got that straight from Granny Smith, although I find them a bit sour. Question 4, what does OG stand for in the brewing industry? That's original gravity. Question 5, how many pieces of bun are in a McDonald's Big Mac? It's 3. So you've got that middle bun and two burgers, haven't they? I always find it a little bit too much. Question 6, in regard to food, what do the initials GM actually stand for? That's genetically modified. Question number 7, which sweet treat is often found at the ambassadors' parties? I'm sure most of you got this. It's Ferrero Rocher. The ambassadors is known for his exquisite taste. I think it's still that advertising slogan, isn't it? It's a bit tongue-in-cheek. Question 8, which dessert was created in honour of a famous ballet dancer? Like I say, you could have worked this back. It was pavlova, of course, like a lot of Russian ballet dancers. A lot of ballet dancers are Russian. Question 9, which 2 popular fruits are anagrams of one another? Hopefully you got this after a little bit of a period. It's melon and lemon. Question number 10, which country produces the wine Vinho Verdi? That is Portugal's famous Portuguese wine, and there's Madeira wine as well, which is sort of fortified, isn't it? Question 11, what E is a hard cheese honeycombed with holes? That's Emmental. I think I was supposed to swap those 2 over in the blockbusters. Question 12, what is the name of the 2-coloured oblong cake covered in almond paste called? It's Battenberg. It seems to be a favourite if you go around someone's house. Like your gran will get the Battenberg out, won't she? Question 13, what food do you use up more calories eating than you gain through consumption? That is celery. Question 14, in which country would you find the following city of Tabasco? That's in Mexico. And question 15, what is Bombay duck? This was news to me. It's a dried Indian fish. It's popular there. I've never had it, but it sounds pretty good. I don't mind herring, so it should be okay. Right, so blockbusters round. Here we go. Question 1, what H is a very small village? That is a hamlet. Question 2, what O was the first English drama with a black hero? That was Othello. Question 3, which J is an illuminated, decorated, coin-operated machine that plays music? It's a jukebox. Question 4, what T is a plant with bright-coloured bell-shaped flowers? It's a tulip, very popular in Holland. Like so, we used to fly over there, you just see all these huge tulip fields coming into Amsterdam airport. It's quite cool. Question 5, what E is when day and night are equal? That's equinox. Question 6, what P means last but one? That's penultimate. Question 7, what E is the American term for a lift? It's an elevator. Question 8, what O is the name of the charity set up in 1942 to relieve famine and poverty? That's Oxfam. Question 9, what DL is thought of as the heart of London's Theatreland? That's Drury Lane. Question 10, what U is the easternmost lake in the Lake District? That's Ullswater. Question number 11, what FC was the first communist leader of Cuba? That was Fidel Castro. Probably most of you got that. Question 12, what J is the name that connects Dimbleby, Creek and Ross? It's Jonathan. Jonathan Dimbleby, Jonathan Creek and Jonathan Ross. Question 13, which Italian city gave its name to the cheese and a type of ham? It's Parma. Question 14, what MM was a TV presenter who made the catchphrase, I've started, so I'll finish, famous? That was Magnus Magnusson on Mastermind. And finally for this week, this Wednesday anyway, question 15, what is an irresistible tendency to steal? It's kleptomania. Because I can't remember, these celebrities kept getting caught stealing like $30 lipsticks and stuff. So it's pretty weird. Cool. So what was the answer to question 10 in round 3? Let me just get that for you. Question 10 was Vinho Verdi is Portugal. And number 13 in round 3, what food use up more calories eating than consumption? That is celery. Right, pop your answer or pop your scores up in the chat. Be interested to see how you guys got on. I think the blockbusters round wasn't too tricky because I know last week it was really difficult. So I tried to keep it relatively straightforward. But be interested to see your scores and the scores on the doors there and what the answer is. Danny O'Shea, here we go. 43 out of 60. Thanks for another great quiz. See you on Sunday. Great, lovely. Thanks for coming by every week, Danny. That's great to see. 56 all in. Happy with that. Thanks, John. Chris M in Wandsworth. Hi, mate. Good score, that. Really well done. I'm not sure if you're playing in a team or on your Jones. Beb's got 59 out of 60. Another great. See you on Sunday. Have a fab week. I will certainly try and see my dad tomorrow, which is cool, and my brother. Shirley Thorne, 54 out of 60. I think our best yet. Well done. Paul's got 52 out of 60. Happy with that. Yeah, definitely. See you next week, hopefully, Paul. looking forward to another ride. So we've got Jackie Kelly, 47, a great quiz, thank you. Respectable 50 there from Angela Laycock. Well done, Team Lancashire. Thanks for another great quiz. It's my pleasure, as always. Caroline Shuck, or Shuck, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, or doing you a disservice. 46, very pleased, great quiz. Annette's got 50 out of 60. Hi, Annette. Frederick Davis, 50 out of 60. So it's all pretty good scores. William C, 51 out of 60. Well pleased. Good. Will, I think I saw you last week. I hope you have a good rest of your week. Barbara, Phil, and Andrew got 59 out of 60. That's a decent score. Come on, Frank, I want to see what you got. Dave Robinson, 58 for the Wombles of Woking, would have been 59 if the Wombles hadn't misheard you. Robin Hirschfield's 43. Annette's got 54. Much better than Sunday. Craig Caller's got 26, so 46 out of 60 all in all. Con, hi Con, 41 out of 60. I'm not sure I've seen you before, but I hope you enjoyed it. Jackie and Jan, you got 46. Well done, guys. Lena, hi Lena, 35. Enjoyed it. What else have we got? Karen Woods got 42 out of 60. Well done, Karen. Hi Cherie, hope you are having a good week. 48.5. Happy with that. Yeah, definitely. I'm not sure if you're playing on your own or in a team, but really well done. Why back? I can't pronounce that. Somerset quiz is 55. Thanks for another fab one. My pleasure. Andy TFC came good in the last 2 rounds for 48. Shelley said, miss this when you stop. I don't think I'm going to stop altogether, but Frank's got 59 as well, so it looks like 50-50. I will try and get you on Sunday, but I have to go to my brother's studio for that because my internet's not fast enough to get other people on, or it's going to grind it to a halt. So he's got super fast internet at his studio. Clueless got 34 out of 60. Cindy Fearson's got 45. Well done, guys. Gemma Louise Ryan, 40 out of 60. Thank you for another great quiz. As always, my pleasure. Jane Osborne's 40.5. Alice, hi Alice. 42. Mum, Jane saved us in the last couple of rounds. Mums always save you, don't they? Kate Harry, 31 out of 50. Says, Frank, stop copying me. And Anne-Marie Thorne got 40. And let's have a look. Lisa Finn's got 42 out of 60. And Caroline says a shameful 38. It's not a shameful score on your own at all, but I hope you enjoyed the Wind in the Willows question there. That was definitely for you. Auntie Shanazi and Uncle Naveed played tonight, so hi to you both. Hi guys, I hope you really enjoyed it, and look forward to seeing you on Sunday. Right, so that's it for me. It's 5 past. I've got to go and get some dinner. And I know I'm going to have probably a Domino's or something. I can't be asked to cook now. But Frank says, thanks again. Meet up with you one day for a beer or two. Yeah, look forward to that, Frank. And hopefully we can get Bev involved as well. Hopefully you can find a quiz and I can just revel at your guys' knowledge. Right, so I'll see you Sunday, 8 o'clock. If you have enjoyed the stream, here's all the details. Do share it with anybody that you know or might be interested. It really helps with everything. And give me a thumbs up if you're on YouTube as well. That helps with the algorithm, etc, etc. Have a great rest of your week, and until Sunday I will see you all. I won't see you all until Sunday. I'll see you then. Have a great rest of your week, and take care. All the best.